Hello, welcome back to the Microgamer channel. My name is Mark Cassingham. Today we're going to our Shield Portfolio's weekly numbers. It's going to be week 73 as of today on Sunday, December 14th, 2025. So let's get into our numbers. So we have our Weapons of Finance, our Shield strategy. This is our primary portfolio. It's a defensive strategy, preserving and protecting wealth, continuous and stable returns, balanced diversification, global economic resilience, and dynamic management. So just a high-level overview of how we run this portfolio. We have our current portfolio net worth as of week 73. So we're at $974.95, with a total gain of $151.06, and a money-weighted return of 35.17%. This is based off of our initial deposit of $100 and a weekly deposit of $10 to grow our portfolio. Then we have our weekly data for week 73. So it's the past 7 days, going back to December 5th. We have a gain of $8.81 and a money-weighted return of positive 0.92%. Then we have our monthly data for week 73. It's going back 30 days to November 12th. We have a gain of $5.38 and a money-weighted return of positive 0.57%. We have our quarterly data for week 73. This is the past 90 days. We have a gain of $59.16, and we have a money-weighted return of positive 7.03%. Then we have our yearly data for week 73. So this is the past 365 days, going back to December 12th, 2024. We have a gain of $134.97 and a money-weighted return of positive 24.10%. So as always, above 10% is our goal. We're above 20, so we're more than double our goal, so we're doing great. Then we have our all-time data for week 73. So this is going back to the beginning on July 19th, 2024, so when we opened the portfolio. We have a gain of $151.06 and a money-weighted return of positive 35.17%. Then we have our weekly percentages for week 73. We have our target weights, still the same. Gold at 45% with our GLD ETF. Commodities at 15% with our USCI ETF. Bonds at 15% with our GOVI ETF. Stocks at 10% with the RSP ETF, US dollar at 10% with our UUP ETF, and Bitcoin at 5% with our IBIT ETF. And you can see gold has had a good run this week, up 2.35%. So a strong return on gold. Pardon me. We have our monthly data for week 73, so the past 30 days. You could pause the video, see the returns. Then we have our quarterly percentages for week 73. Again, you could pause the video here and see the numbers. Gold by far is doing the best at 17.88%. Then we have our yearly percentages for week 73, so the past 365 days of performance. See the video there. And then we have our all-time data, week 73, so gold our best performer by far. That's why it's our largest asset. So we have our position changes as of July 2024. So no new changes. We're still primarily dominant in gold. Our last changes were during tariff month, which was back in April of this year. And then we have a portfolio transaction for week 73. So on December 10th, we took our cash deposit of $30. So every week we auto deposit $10. to the cash account. When the cash account exceeds $25, then it invests it into the portfolio and allocates it to the assets. So it invested $30.43. So of that, $1.74 went to Bitcoin, $9.29 went to gold, $7.40 went to bonds, $6.47 went to commodities, $1.03 went to stocks, and $4.50 went to current US dollar. Then we have our Illuvium staking dashboard V2 for week 73. So again, there's V2 and V3 now. The current ILV price is $6.45. We have 28.52 ILV staked, and that gives us a total value of $183.95. This is version 2. We have version 3 for week 73. So we have still the same price, ILV $6.45. We have 10.1151 ILV staked, we see right here. Which gives us a total value of $65.38. Then we have 5.97 shards, whatever that means. And this would do a monthly deposit of $40. Then we have our Illuvium revenue distribution V2 for week 73. So no new revenue came in. We just have the original 0.024 ILV. And we have the stake, or the revenue distribution V3 for week 73. Nothing yet because we just barely started it, so we have no revenue distribution. We have our shards and everything right here, or the earned claim. And no Illuvium transactions. So that's it for weekly numbers. And we get to our charts. So we have gold, GLD. So going back, killing me this morning. Going back to October 2023, gold in the strong uptrend as we always show it. So the most dominant position in the portfolio. So we hit a peak in October 20th. It came down, kind of been jumping up, and now we're just about that peak again. If we look at gold, just shy of 4,300, like a couple dollars, 4,300. So we're already almost right back at all-time highs for gold. Commodities still high, still all-time highs for these commodities. Or not all-time highs. Let me see. Shouldn't say that. It is. Oh no, yeah, going above this. Going above this previous high. Going back to 2011. We have our post-COVID pandemic. Just run up just like crazy, so we're still above really high, so commodities doing great. Bonds, looks like they're coming back down to this line, which is unfortunate. Keep thinking bonds are going to do better, but yeah, I don't know why people are so pessimistic on bonds, because they've probably had a crazy run up. So still coming down from the pandemic highs, and they're kind of just bottoming down here. I just keep that position in bonds because I'm just concerned things are going to go sideways. The US dollar starting to turn around, so it was coming up on this this trend here. We go to the DXY, so pretty much hit that 100 line, and then it's coming down, but now it's going to start bouncing around this bottom trend possibly. So this goes back to 2008. This has just been an uptrend, but now it's at the low end of this uptrend. So just like back in was it 2021? So we're gonna see what happens if it breaks this trend finally, or if it continues, then it breaks to the 100 line. Then we have our equal weight stocks, so just barely returning to the trend from the previous peak back in November of 2024. Looks like it was bouncing around it for a little while. Now it's coming back up. And if we look at our non-equal weight, our market weighted S&P 500, it's still squarely in this long-term trend line, or this trend channel. So you can see going back to November 2022, and a couple times where it fell out, but it's mostly been in this trend channel going all the way. So it's still going pretty strong. Stocks are still doing great. And the Bitcoin had this big sell-off, now starting to pump back up. So we're at 89,000, so just under 90,000. So this again, this long-term trend line, so multi-year trend line. Yeah, every time it seems to peak, 2017, 2021, 2024, 2025, and it sold off. So we'll see if there's a potential low around this 80,000 where it looks like it very briefly touched it. Might be a possible bottom there, who knows? But still, coming off this 120 and then just sharply dropping down. Just watching Bitcoin fall has not been good. But oops, that is our update. So again, this is our shield portfolio. This is our primary portfolio for our weapons of finance. This is our defensive strategy, focused on preserving and protecting wealth, continuous and stable returns, balanced diversification, global economic resilience, and dynamic management. So the dynamic management part has been very stagnant for a while because gold has just been so dominant. But anyway, that is our weekly update. So as always, thank you for watching. If you have any questions, comments, or criticisms, let me know, and have a good day.